All right, good evening, everybody. This is going to be a Bitcoin and altcoin update for February the 21st, 2020. Let's start with Bitcoin. We talked last night about trying to get back above the 10 and the 21 or 10 and 20 EMAs. And let's just go ahead and zoom in and take a look at it real quick because obviously we did not close above the 20. We did get above and wick above it a little bit today, only to come back and hit the 10 at resistance. So right now, if you're playing this, you want to be cautious, but you want to be somewhat bullish. Not to try to sound confusing, but this is like setting up for a possible scenario where, this thing, we obviously have big support back here, right? We could obviously pull back a little bit more, but this little pattern right here, it's not real bullish, so to speak. But that green doji followed by an inside day. Tomorrow is going to be a big day. If it can get above the 10 EMA, then this thing, obviously, like we talked about, probably comes back and tests the trend line. But the bigger area to get past is this red stick right here, okay? And this one over here as well. We talked about if Bitcoin was giving a sign that it was going lower. Well, let's see what happens here tomorrow. We're still oversold on the stochastic RSI, but as we've gone over this before, things can stay oversold. We're looking for divergences. Let's go look at the 4-hour chart just real quick. And you can see what's happening here. Today we had a big dragonfly doji that came up, and basically all we did was test the 20-day moving average on this chart. Okay? Could not get above. It was resistance, and now you're seeing the pullback off of that. So we could drop all the way back down and retest this area, okay, and watch the volume. But it's very possible to come back here and test this. I'm in the camp that I see a stick like this on a doji, and I don't know either way. And I'm being honest. I would like to be able to say that, the bullish nature in me wants it to go up here, but I can't say that for certain, right? I can only look at where support area is and if it's going to break that or not, okay? And where resistance is. So this is just a choppy mess right here. I don't recommend trading it. Just wait until you see a clear signal. This is not a clear signal in my opinion. Okay? So that is Bitcoin on the daily and the 4-hour chart. We'll get into the weekly as we go into Sunday. Okay? So that's Bitcoin. Let's go over to Ethereum. Actually a little stronger than what Bitcoin was. It actually closed back above the 10 EMA. Now the question is, can the 10 EMA hold as support? We've seen it wick below, I think right here, any close below 243, and it could be a nasty drop. Okay, just saying. But as long as it can just kind of base in this area, and let's let the Bollinger Bands kind of work themselves in a little bit and get a little tighter, we could just be going into a sideways mess right here for the next couple of weeks. So could get really choppy. Just try not to get your head taken off. That's Ethereum. Let's go take a look at Litecoin. Same sort of situation. This one here is trying to test and get back above the 10 EMA, but it's finding some resistance. Had a little bit stronger reversal pattern, but it's not so much that I would say it's a clear buy, okay? I would just say just be careful. Possible, let's look at this. Yeah, you could have a possible bullish divergence right here on the daily chart, but I want to see it get back above the 10 EMA, get past the 50% retracement, and then let's see what happens here. Bollinger Bands are actually fairly tight on this one, so Litecoin has a tendency sometimes to lead the market for whatever reason. But we'll watch it and see what happens. Doesn't look horrible, but then again, doesn't look great. So we could just be in a choppy sideways mess again. XRP Can't get back above the 10, can't get back above the 20. And again, until it does, you have to almost stay relatively bearish in this area, right? Play the breakout, but if it comes up and hits the 10 and starts dropping, then what do you got? You got a mess, okay? You got some good support right here. Let's just let it churn in this area for a while and then see if we can get a move off of it. Okay, that's what I think about XRP. Let's go to Link. Just really staying strong right above the 10 EMA. Can't close below it just yet. We'll see what the bears want to do with this. If they can break below this 10 EMA on a closing basis, you might get a deeper retracement on Link. First area would be 388. Next area, obviously, 361, and then so on and so forth. But again, why fight it, right? So we'll see what happens there. XTZ, finally getting a retrace on this one after it hit a fib cluster up here. Coming back and testing the 10 EMA, area to watch. Okay, we've seen it in the past, and we know what it can do. You could get one of those where it just wicks right down to the 20 and then bullish reversal right off of it. So once this 20 starts creeping up closer to 3, you could see a wick down to 3 and then an immediate turnaround. So one to watch, XTZ. It's been really strong and it's finally getting a pullback. Great support back over here if it does drop further at 270. Let's go to ZRX real quick. And again, much the same. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. But until it can break above the 10 EMA, we're just kind of in no man's land and sideways choppy action. Let's go over to DGB. I put a call out in the channel on this one. And basically what I was looking at is inverted head and shoulders, right? So you got a shoulder here, shoulder here, shoulder here, or possible shoulder, okay? This is why I put the call out. But we've got, the volume is looking decent as far as what we expect, right? Big volume here, decrease, decrease, decrease. So what I want to see is hold this area right here at, 68, maybe even 67. I think I put the stop in around 60, maybe 61 or something like that. But if this plays out, then we could expect a big move to try to get past this resistance. Okay, that's why I put the call out. Inverted head and shoulders, break above this resistance zone, and your targets are going to get pretty high. Okay, sorry about that little reminder. They want me to do an update. So anyway, that's pretty much what I've got for tonight, guys. We'll take a look at everything tomorrow and see where we shake out. So you guys have a great evening. We'll talk soon. Thanks.